You be good for Mom. You be good. Okay. Today my wife is rudely abandoning me at the Piedmont Environmental Center in the middle of a North Carolina heat wave. So I'm going to go die now, and we're going to explore a new area of North Carolina. Let's go. I don't even know, honestly, where I'm going. There's like a visitor center over here, and then there's like a pathway kind of like right there. So I'm going to go check that out and see where that goes. And hopefully we'll be out in the woods here soon. This way didn't lead anywhere. It just led to like this big old dried up thing. I don't even know. And then the trail or the walkway goes nowhere. So I guess we're gonna go that way and see where that way goes. I guess this looks promising. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a map. I wanted to get on these trails that actually go out in the woods. So I guess I'll just follow this until it takes me out to the lake. This isn't exactly the kind of trail I wanted to walk on, but let's see what we can find. I think right now it's like 97 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It was raining last night. So not only is it like 97 degrees out, it's also incredibly humid today. So it feels like you're walking in a bowl of soup out here. When people move here, that's the thing that really gets them. It's like people are used to heat from other parts of the world. You know, maybe they're used to temperatures going up to like 90 degrees plus. But then they get to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, whatever, and it is so disgustingly humid, like in these states. And that's what scares people away. Our first sign of wildlife, everybody. You can see this is one of those greenways where pretty much walking like behind people's houses. Whenever I go walking or hiking, the further away I am from houses, roads, noise, people, the happier I'm going to be. So a greenway like this is not at all what I'm looking for whenever I go out hiking on my day off. Check this out. There's a sign here that says no bikes. You can see this trail that goes out into the woods. Let's go out in the woods, man. I want to see some birds and some deer maybe or something. Only problem with, oh, yep, there it is. The only problem with walking on a trail like this, I called it, is there's gonna be a lot of spider webs because it doesn't look like anyone's walked down this trail in a hot minute. A little bit rotten up here. My feet were like sinking into the wood. That was a little bit dangerous, but you know, whatever, it's fun. So much mud, man. Like, so much mud. Big old widowmakers kind of hanging up in the trees. Don't know what a widowmaker is. If you're ever out camping, oh, look, a frog. He's right, you see him? He's right there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right. Cool. A widowmaker is, if you're ever out camping, you should always look above your head at like the trees and the branches to see if any of them look really weak or broken or something, because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to be camping under a tree and a big old branch like those, both of those I just pointed out, falls on you in the night and either seriously hurts you or kills you. Oh wow, look at that. It's like a big ass tree up here. Let me show you. Wow. See, I really like sitting on trees like this. I come out here and I'll read Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. I'll play music or something. Like, I love sitting on stuff like this, man. Man, it's hot. See my tin whistle. It's a wooden one that I got a long time ago. You can see the end is actually really chewed up. It's actually a long time ago I had a dog named Einar, and he would chew on this tin whistle, and he actually messed it up, which is why it's like so like sharp. It's actually hard for me to kind of get like its bass tone, but like see how sharp that sounds? You can see. So yeah, I kind of messed up the mouthpiece, but that's okay. It's still my favorite tin whistle just because it's, you know, made of solid wood, and I always take it hiking with me. And then if it wasn't so, you know, damn hot, and if I wasn't so unsure of how long this trail is, I might sit here a bit longer and play music. And usually I take a pipe out here too, and I smoke a pipe, but we're not doing that today. I spent a lot of time when I was growing up out in the woods. I'd come home from school, and first thing I'd do is I'd just drop the backpack and go out into the woods near my parents' house, and I would be out there until sometimes when the sun was going down, or I'd stay out there till long after. And even to this day, all these years later, I'm 33 years old, still going out in the woods, like usually every other day, every day if I can, to some degree. I mean, I just really love being out in places like this. And so far, it's actually kind of nice, because I don't really hear the cars anymore. I hear a train way out in that direction, but this is actually near Greensboro, North Carolina, so it's probably just a train passing through the city way out in the distance. But so far this has been really nice, and I'm hoping that this trail takes me all the way to the lake, because I really want to see the water. And then also I really want to see some blackberry bushes while I'm out here if I get lucky, because 'tis the time of year when the blackberries start coming into their ripening, and they taste very, very good if you can find them. Check this out, by the way. Look at that very, very happy tree spirit right there. Very, very happy to see me and to see you guys. Always love seeing tree spirits out in the woods, man. Just finding like those natural faces on trees, and then finding elf homes, little like holes in trees that elves would live in. If I find any of those, I'll point them out to you guys and I'll show you. That right there is an example of an elf home. It's an entry point into a tree, and they say that that's where spirits out in the woods would live, in a place like that. Although that tree is dead, so maybe that home is not occupied right now, but that is what an elf home looks like. See him right there? Little tiny snake. Little tiny snake just making his way. Oh wow, hold on, we've reached a crossroads. So we have Dogwood Trail, it's 0.4 miles. And then over there it says Pine Thicket Trail, it's 0.2 miles. I want to go on the trail that takes me to the lake, and I don't know what trails that is. I'm gonna assume this one, the Pine Thicket, because I'm gonna guesstimate that the lake is like over that way. We're gonna follow the shorter trail, see where that goes, and then it'll probably connect to a longer one. I feel like that Dogwood Trail is just gonna take me right back to the Greenway. Let's go this way, because this way is going like away from the Greenway. This trail has not taken me even slightly in the direction that I wanted to go. It actually just looped and went right back the way I came from. At least that's how it feels. I'm at this big crossroads. I can go that way, or I can go that way. So that way is definitely going back towards the Greenway and back towards the nature center. So I guess I'm gonna go this way. I think I should have went on that Dogwood Trail. I think that's what would have taken me to the lake. So I guess let's just see where this goes. Only problem with this trail is, I don't know if you can see down in there, but that's a dried up creek bed, and that means stagnant water, and that means mosquitoes. And there is definitely a lot of mosquitoes out here. I'm having to constantly swat them away, but it's not too bad. This might sound a little nasty, but luckily I'm not wearing any deodorant or anything today. Fun fact, if you wear deodorant, perfume, or whatever out in the woods, like, insects are drawn to that sweet smell. So if you're getting eaten up while out in the woods, it's probably what you're putting on your body beforehand. So I was always given the advice growing up. Oh, hold on. We might have found some water. I was given the advice growing up, before you go out in the woods, be as stinky as possible. And when you're out in the woods, be as stinky as possible. We have found water, everybody. Dude, look at this. See through the trees there? That is a little inlet of water. There's like a little bridge down here. I guess this area really floods. Now this is what I was hoping for when I came out here. Like a trail that walks along the lake, where you can find good places to sit down and play music, relax, and oh my goodness, I can see like more of the lake out there. Like, oh, this is so cool. I just missed it. Wait, there he is. Guys, see that big old heron across the water right there? This is why I came out to this like nature preserve, just to wander out into the woods and pop out and find a lake. I can see lots of like little minnows and little fish and dragonflies. This is cool. This is very, very cool. The trail keeps going that way, so I'm gonna follow that trail and I'm gonna see where it goes, and maybe I'll find a really nice place to like sit down and just like rest for a little bit and drink some water. So, because the lake's right there, it's all these gullies that water flows down into the lake. So the trail now is very up and down, very steep. So I'm very out of breath. But, I mean, one of the reasons why I'm out here is to exercise a bit and lose a little bit of weight. So I'm not complaining. And yet again, we've reached a crossroads, everybody. We have, let's see, we got Bill Favor Lakeshore. It's like 2 miles. And then we got Raccoon Run. My wife loves raccoons, so I feel like if I don't go down Raccoon Run and possibly see a raccoon, which probably won't, but if I don't go, I feel like she'll be very disappointed in me. So let's go down Raccoon Run and see where this goes. I think I might have just found something. I think there's a bench up here that overlooks the lake. Oh my goodness. This is cool. Wow. Before I sit down, I gotta go down there and I gotta see that view. It's gonna be worth it. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be worth it. Holy crap. Show you guys in 1 second. Where my sunglasses at? Whew, you guys ready for this? Yeah, look at that. Like some boating thing way out that way. You can see, that's cool. See a lot of like fish messing around down there. This is really nice. I really, really like going to parks with lakes like this. Just lake trails, benches, places to sit, have a picnic, you know, drink some water, whatever. But these places are so cool. If only this place had like a swimming location, like that would be awesome. Can't swim here. There's like a ton of crap in the water and all this like debris here. So what a cool spot. I'm gonna go back up there to that bench and I'm gonna have a drink though. It's a really tall bench. There's a very nice breeze coming off the lake. 2 days ago, I actually went hiking out at a place called, I think it was called Baker's Creek, North Carolina. And I had never been there before either. I didn't know how long the trail was, but I went there because there was like this big suspended bridge that I wanted to check out. Now I went out there and I had drank a lot of water beforehand, but I got to that bridge after hiking for however long. I think it was, I don't know, just a few miles out there, and got to the bridge and I was completely out of water, and I laid down in the creek to cool off, and I started hiking back to my car. And probably about 15 minutes into the hike back, I was like, dude, I have early signs of heat stroke. I was dizzy. I was sweating like crazy. My face was totally red. I mean, my mouth is dry, throat's dry. I feel faint. It was pretty bad. And I had a long way to go, so I actually started messaging my wife, and I was like, hey, like, I'm not doing too good out here. Like, we're in the middle of a big heat wave here in North Carolina, so I think it was either like 100 degrees or 102 degrees Fahrenheit the other day when I was hiking, because it was really, really hot. What I did in order to make it, because I was starting to do pretty bad after a bit, I was even telling my wife, like, you know, hey, if need be, like, I'm gonna just sit down in the shade and lean against a tree, and I'm gonna wait for evening, and then I'll hike back, because it was getting pretty intense. But what I did, and, you know, a little survival hack, is I took my shirt off, and, you know, of course it's covered in sweat. Then you just kind of wag that in the wind for a little bit, so it kind of cools it off, and then you kind of wrap that around your head, or you put that over your neck, which is what I did. And then it kind of cools you off a little bit. And then as you sweat, you know, take it off and wag it around a little bit, get it cooled off in the wind or in the breeze or whatever. And then that's what I did. And I managed to make it back to my car. But yeah, so today I actually, like, I have 2 water bottles because we're still in the middle of this heat wave. And it's really nice right here, though. I didn't have no benches to sit on while I was out there. So this is cool, especially with all the wind coming off of the lake. Okay, let's say goodbye to this place. Sure, I'll come back here one day, and let's continue on Raccoon Run. Seeing a lot of baby snakes, like on the side of the trail, and they just like disappear under all the leaves. Luckily, I got footage of that one. Haven't seen any big snakes though, but my wife just messaged me and she told me that her and the daughter are finishing up with what they're doing, so I need to circle back and make it back to the parking lot. So Raccoon Run seems to be just a small loop on a peninsula that goes out into the lake, because I have the water over there and there's water way over there on the other side of that hill. So this has been really nice, man. Like, this area in particular is cool because there's so much like breeze coming off the lake while you're hiking. Not right now, but it's just been really nice, man. I just wish it wasn't so damn humid. Like, it is so freaking humid. But it'll be really cool to hike in a place like this, especially in like the fall. That'll be really nice. All right, we're back to where we started. This is the beginning of Raccoon Run. And I looked up a map of the park, so I actually know where I'm going now. And I kind of have to retread my steps a little bit to get back to the parking lot quickly. But that's okay. It's not too bad, but it's a really nice spot, man. It's been a fun hike so far. Dude, I love finding big boulders out in the woods. I love it. If I wasn't hiking back right now to meet up with the wife, I'd probably sit here for a little bit, play more music. But maybe next time. And with all that said, fellas, I think we are nearing the end of the trail at this point. So I'm going to reunite with my wife, say hello to my daughter. And I just want to thank you guys for coming on the hike with me. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and I will take you all on more adventures with me right here on Nixxiom IRL. Hey, I made it. How was it? Good. Good? Let me say hi to Annie. Well, hey there, Annie. I made it. I made it home. All right, guys. It's hot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.